Look at some other examples. An insurance company could use smart contracts to automate the release of claim money based on events such as large scale floods, hurricanes, or droughts. Or once a cargo shipment reaches a port of entry and IoT sensors inside the container confirm the contents have been unopened and remain stored properly throughout the journey, a bill of lading can automatically be issued. Smart contracts are also the basis for the transference of cryptocurrency and digital tokens. In essence, a digital representation of a physical asset or utility. For example, Ethereum blockchain's ERC20 and ERC721 tokens are themselves smart contracts. Now, you may ask, how are the smart contracts different from business rule automation software and stored procedures, because in essence, they are no more than business rules translated into software? The answer is that conceptually, the principle is the same. But smart contracts can support automating processes that stretch across corporate boundaries, involving multiple organizations. Existing ways of automating business rules cannot do that. In other words, because smart contract code is running atop an open blockchain ledger, rules can be applied not only within the corporation that coded the smart contract, but to other business partners permitted to be on the blockchain. An important point to note is that translating business rules into code doesn't automatically turn the result into a legally enforceable agreement between the parties involved. Although there are some initiatives aimed at making smart contracts automatically legally binding. We know that a smart contract is executed when a trigger or some data is passed on to them, resulting in some preset conditions being met. If this is the case, then quality and accuracy of data becomes very important. So, what is the importance of good data and oracles in smart contracts? First, let us understand what do we mean by oracles. This is not the Oracle database as we know. Oracles in the context of smart contracts mean data feeds from external systems that feed vital information into blockchains that smart contracts might use to execute under specific conditions. The growing need for oracles represent the continued expansion of blockchain systems into practical and real-world use cases where accurate data is crucial. A smart contract is only as good as the rules used for automating processes, which means quality programming is crucial. Also, crucial is the accuracy of the data fed into smart contract. We now know that the smart contract rules, once they are in place, are unalterable. After a contract is written, neither the user nor programmer can change it, so they need to be perfect the first time. Remember the guidelines we have just discussed? So, if the data is not true, the smart contract cannot work properly. Data is fed into blockchains and used for smart contracts execution from external sources, specifically data feeds and APIs. A blockchain cannot directly fetch data. And here comes the oracles, which are essentially the middleware between the data source and the smart contract. Oracles can be software or hardware based. The hardware based oracle, for example, might be an RFID sensor in a cargo container transmitting location data to smart contract parties. A software oracle, by contrast, could be an application that feeds information through an API about a securities exchange, such as changing interest rates or fluctuating stock prices. So, what are the potential problems with smart contract data, because of which even a perfectly designed and developed smart contract may not give the desired results? Oracles have traditionally transmitted data from a single source. Therefore, there is no perfectly trustworthy data. According to Sergey, the CEO of Chainlink, data may be benignly or maliciously corrupted due to faulty websites cheating service providers, or honest mistakes. A smart contract is deterministic, meaning it can absolutely be enforced as long as the events related to its contractual clauses happen. Now, they being contingent on events like in insurance, they are contingent on IoT data from cars, factories, or other equipment, or in trade finance, they are contingent on shipping data. It becomes extremely important for data to be correct and agreed upon by all contractual parties before the smart contract that is going to use it for its execution is deployed. Of course, the accuracy of the smart contract has to be there in the first place. Let us look at the future of the smart contracts before we end this session. Over the next several years, the massive growth in IoT connected devices could spur greater use of smart contracts. That is because a substantial portion of the estimated 46 billion industrial and enterprise devices connected by 2023 will rely on edge computing, according to Juniper Research. As a result, addressing standardization and deployment issues will be crucial. Smart contracts could offer a standardized method for accelerating data exchange and enabling processes between IoT devices by removing the middlemen, the quintessential server or cloud services that acts as the central communication spoke for requests and other traffic among IoT devices on a network today. Fundamentally, the idea is you don't have to be a central agent, no one approving and validating every single transaction. Instead, you have distributed nodes that participate in validating every transaction in the network. Blockchain ledgers will decrease the time required to complete IoT device information exchange and processing time. And blockchain experts believe that when blockchain and IoT are combined, they could actually transform vertical industries. While financial services and insurance companies are currently at the forefront of blockchain development and deployment, transportation, government, and utility sectors are now engaging more due to the heavy focus on process efficiency, supply chain, and logistic opportunities. And when that starts happening, massive development and adoption of smart contracts will be a norm in the years ahead.